Yeah, Marcus, it was very close tonight. How do you look back at the game?
It was a battle, that's for sure. It might not have been a pretty battle. It was pretty ugly, but it was a war out there, and there was one goal at hand, and thankfully we achieved that goal. We weren't at our best, but we got a lot of things to work on. But we're happy to be advanced to the semifinals. That was the #1 goal coming into tonight.
Yeah, because the difference after the first game was 12 points. How did you start at the game? What was the plan?
Yeah, we wanted to win the game, and unfortunately we didn't win the game. I guess in a way we kind of did, but maybe that 12 points, maybe we had that in our head, and maybe we played down, to our competition because of that.
Yeah, because the coach said beforehand, the game starts at 0-0.
Absolutely. That's the first thing he told us today. So we knew better, but maybe we didn't show it. Maybe we were thinking at 12 points, we have a little cushion, we can play a little lackadaisical. And they got a good team, and they came out and they hit shots tonight and they played well.
Yeah, and then at the end, how big is the tension?
It got pretty big down the stretch there. It got pretty tense, but guys made plays. Jimmy Gavin stepped up, hit the timely free throws in overtime into regulation, and we prevailed. Our defense got a couple steals there at the end, and that's what we rely on. So it was nice to be able to fall back on the things that we rely on in the end.
Yeah, but the last few seconds during the game, there was a 3-point shot from Kevin Blaker. How could that happen?
That's a good question. The film will tell us, but the goal is to switch everything. They kind of set some screens and slipped some screens, so there was more than one open guy there. Unfortunately, he's not their best shooter.
No.
He's somebody that sometimes we want shooting that shot, but he hit a couple down the stretch to kind of hurt us. Sometimes teams come into Martini and have a little bit of luck, I don't mean to disrespect him.
Mm-hmm.
Not luck, but skill. A little more energy, and so he knocked it down in a big moment there. Props to him.
Yeah, and then how do you start the overtime?
Yeah, you got to clear your head at that point. You got to forget everything, and at that point it's a 0-0 mindset. You got to go out there and you got to win that overtime, and that's one of the positives tonight, that we were able to go out there and win that overtime and come away with plus points.
Yeah, and what counts, of course, that you reached the semifinals.
Absolutely, we're excited. We got the rivalry with Lee Warden or whatever they say. They tell me about it, and we haven't forgot about how we lost to them early in the year. So we'll be ready to play here in Martini in that first game. Believe that.
Yeah, but there's still a lot to learn.
Absolutely.
A lot to improve.
Yes, sir. A lot to grow on. Absolutely.
Matthew, how's your heart?
Yeah, I think actually stayed relatively calm for this game. Trying to focus on next play. Yeah, but Zwolle really put the pressure on this game. They played free, down 12, nothing to lose on the road, and I think we played with too much pressure rather than just playing to win the game. It's a lesson from this loss. That we can look at. I think we've been playing way better than this second half after the break. And luckily that game on January 16th, playing great basketball, saved us today because it gave us some room to breathe for that 12-point difference.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put a read on it. We shoot 21% from three, and we're creating open looks, and they're in and out. And so if I look first, I have to look at the film and see if we can get better shots or create better shots. But when we create good shots, we have to and we take them. We have to live with it. And so I felt like we created good shots. It was in and out, and those turned into a bad defense from us. But also getting out rebounded is something that we have to do better at, and playing 4 quarters with energy. 29 points in the first half shouldn't be how we play in Martini Plaza.
In the game, there were still 2 seconds to play. They had to go for a 3-point shot. Mm-hmm. What was the plan in those 2 seconds?
Well, we wanted to switch everything on the perimeter and make them only thing open going to the basket. So I put all my guards on, and then we said we zone perimeter, but someone got lost in the assignment, and I have to look at the film and see. So luckily we were able to put up a fight in the overtime that bailed us out of this game. But it's a couple mistakes like this. We have to look at, same in the Den Bosch game. We're in a tight game and we make a couple mental mistakes that cost us. So this, again, luckily we were able to put up a fight and pull this game out to put us in the semis.
Yeah. What happened to your lip?
I'm half Dutch, half American, and the American side doesn't like the cold weather. So I think the cold made my lip open up, and it's been bleeding all day today. So during the first half, I'm in blood. But yeah, it's.
You still good coach.
Last time Edwin had to patch me up was in 2009. So it's a little bit of memory for Edwin have to fix me again.
But yeah, now you have the semi-final against Aris Leeuwarden. 3 games in a row, also for the competition. How do you look at that?
Good. You know, we have we've had a lot of games. We've had a tough schedule. You know, now we have some room to breathe. We have some room to work. We have some room to look at what mistakes we're making. What focus on practice. That's one thing that's hard about having 2-3 games a week is you can't really put energy and focus in practice. You're focusing on rest, our bodies, having fresh legs on game day. So now we have an entire week at least to prepare for the semis, which is a blessing because we need to work because obviously we're not where we need to be yet.
Ja, Willem, er gebeurde ontzettend veel in de wedstrijd. Dat was ontzettend spannend. Kun je er al een beetje op een normale manier op terugkijken?
Nou, ik kijk er erg naar uit om deze wedstrijd terug te zien. Omdat op een gegeven moment zoveel gebeurde, dat is gewoon vol verbazing eigenlijk. We hebben gewoon verloren vandaag en daar draait het nu gewoon om. Het is leuk dat we door zijn enzovoorts, maar zo'n prestatie als vandaag, dat moeten we gewoon echt voorkomen.
Ja, want de coach zei van tevoren, we moeten die wedstrijd in Zwolle vergeten, we beginnen gewoon op 0-0. Hoe begin je dan zo'n wedstrijd?
Ja, zoals coach zegt, gewoon 0-0. We moeten gewoon spelen. En Landstede is een team waar we ondertussen wel erg bekend mee zijn. En we kennen hun systeem, we kennen de dingetjes die hun doen. Dus dan gebeuren er vandaag dingen die gewoon niet horen te gebeuren.
Kun je een voorbeeld noemen wat eigenlijk niet had mogen gebeuren?
Met het schot van Kevin Bleker aan het einde. En überhaupt met 12 punten achterkomen te staan, dat hoort gewoon niet te gebeuren.
Nee, dan nam de spanning binnen het ploeg ook toe, toen Landstede zeg maar, steeds verder wegliep bij jullie?
Ja, kijk, je kan zeggen van oh nee, we waren in controle, maar natuurlijk nam de spanning toe, weet je wel. Je kan het niet hier thuis in Martini Plaza weggeven. En ik ben blij dat we dat uiteindelijk niet hebben gedaan. Maar er is nog veel werk aan de winkel, dat is zeker.
Ja, want hoe gingen jullie de verlenging in? Hoe ging je de verlenging in? Want het was, iedereen wist het, zag het ook, het ging heel moeizaam.
Ja, kijk, dat soort dingen gebeuren in basketbal. Weet je wel, fouten worden gemaakt. En nu was het op een cruciaal moment en dat kost ons inderdaad dat we naar overtime gaan. Maar dan is het ook weer 0-0. Dus dan is het gewoon stops maken en meer dan hun scoren. En dan win je uiteindelijk de wedstrijd.
Ja, jij zorgde wel voor een paar hoogtepunten. Twee heerlijke dunks. Wat voor gevoel geeft dat dan als je dan zo scoort?
Ja, dat is nu ook met de fans erbij. Dat is fantastisch, weet je wel. Dat geeft, je krijgt dan zo'n ontlading en gewoon überhaupt de reactie van de fans weer te zien. En überhaupt weer publiek in Martini Plaza te zien, dat is fantastisch.
Ja, dat geeft ook wel extra energie.
Ja, zeker, 100%. En met dank aan de fans weet ik ook zeker dat we vandaag alsnog door zijn naar de volgende ronde.
Ja, precies. En het publiek mag erbij zijn als jullie tegen Aarde spelen, de halve finale.
Ja, klopt. Nou, dan kan je vertellen dat we er allemaal enorm naar uitkijken.
Ja, dus dat is het positieve van vanavond?
Ja, zeker weten.
Mooi, dankjewel.
Dankjewel.